Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. This month I've partnered with Sally Hansen to bring you a swatch and review of the new Insta-Dri Crayola collaboration collection. This is the Glam Rock collection for winter or holiday 2018. So these are 12 brand new shades in gorgeous metallic finishes. The packaging is really beautiful as well. All of those caps do have that same metallic sheen to them. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that. But first off, I do have a new product to share with you that was sent from Sally Hansen. This is the Complete Care 7-in-1 nail treatment. I have been using this for a hot minute and I'm really impressed. It especially has a low odor, which I appreciate. So this formula helps to revive dry, brittle nails. It has a patented formula that combines avocado oil, sea salt, pomegranate extract, as well as calcium to help restore nail strength, moisture, and natural brightness. I get asked all the time what I do during my nail care routine to help keep my nails nice and strong and healthy, and a good nail base is definitely one of my top priorities. This is a great one. It goes on smooth and easy, dries quickly, and has done an awesome job at protecting my nails. This one is really cool in the fact that it can also double as a top coat. So really impressed with this product and would definitely recommend it. So now on to the polishes. I'm going to begin with a Raspberry Berry, and this is from the Sally Hansen Insta-Dri Crayola line, and this is number 601. It is a gorgeous deep plum purple with a lot of metallic shimmer. What you see in the bottle with these is pretty much what you get on the nail. They do have that gorgeously wide brush, which is perfect for my nails. It flares out gorgeously against the cuticle and gets a really close and tight in there. One coat makes for awesome coverage. With these, it is recommended to do one coat. However, I did find that I found optimal coverage in just 2 easy coats. These polishes dry down really easily and without any streaking, so 2 coats is no issue. 2 coats does make for complete coverage there, so here's a quick look at that completed mani at just 2 coats underneath my artificial lighting. This is such a gorgeous shade, especially as we get into those deep winter months. And then this is my final swatch photo at an angle underneath that same artificial lighting. So next up is a little pop of berry, and this is the Sally Hansen Insta-Dri Crayola line number 603 Big Dip O Ruby. And this is just a stronger red tone with those same really strong silver metallic flare within the bottle there. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's swatched today on my natural nail. So here's a look at that first easy coat. Again, really close to being just complete and flawless full coverage in one coat. I did need to go in a little bit to cover up my visible nail line, but if you have shorter nails, you may not have to worry about that at all. Again, this brush is just a dream to work with. Sometimes I have an issue of getting close to my sidewall, but this brush makes it a super easy to do every time. So here's a look at that completed mani at just 2 coats underneath my artificial lighting. And then this is my final swatch photo at an angle under that same artificial lighting. So keeping it within the red family, we're going to move on towards the pink tones, and this polish is so stunning on the nails. I think this is going to be almost universally flattering. So this is number 604 with the Sally Hansen Insta-Dri collection. So this is a bittersweet shimmer. This does have a little bit of a brighter pop, almost a coral. I'm going to go ahead and show you how that's swatched today for me on my natural nail. So here's a look at that first easy coat, just really flawless and easy to work with. I kind of feel like I'm going to be a little bit repetitive, but I cannot recommend enough the Insta-Dri line from Sally Hansen. They're just really affordable and they're just really quality polishes. So here's a look at that second coat. 2 coats does bring this polish to complete coverage. I'm really living for the metallic sheen in this one. So here's a look at that completed mani at just 2 coats underneath my artificial lighting. Of course, in direct sunlight, you're going to get even more of that metallic payoff. But here's a quick view of my final swatch photo at an angle underneath my artificial lighting. So next up in this Sally Hansen Insta-Dri collaboration collection with Crayola, this is number 605. So this is called Alloy Orange. This does have some of those deeper burnt orange tones in there that are really going to bring this all the way through the fall and into the winter to brighten up your life. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's swatched today for me on my natural nail. One coat does lay down a beautiful, gorgeous base with a ton of metallic shimmer in there, but it's not completely opaque for me, so I am going to go ahead, let that dry down, and then show you how it builds up for me with a second coat. So I'm really impressed with this. Sometimes oranges can take a bit to build up on the nail, but this one is 2 coats with complete coverage and no issues. So here's a look at that completed mani at just 2 coats underneath my artificial lighting, and you can see all the metallic showing off here under that lighting. And then this is my final swatch photo at an angle under that same artificial lighting. So next up in the Sally Hansen Insta-Dri collection, this is going to be number 606 Metallicas Sunburst, and this is a bright and a bold gold. I will go ahead and tell you that this is one of my top picks of this collection. If you are a stamper, I think that this is going to make a beautiful gold stamping polish. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to apply today on my natural nail just as a polish. At one coat, it does have a good amount of coverage, a little bit sheer, but I'm going to go ahead and let that dry down and then show you how it built up for me with that second coat. So here's a look at that second and a final coat for today. It does bring this polish completely opaque. All of the brush strokes or any issues are going to mellow right out on the nail. It's going to leave you with a gold, gorgeous, and a bold metallic finish. I can't tell you how much I love this polish. So here's a look at that completed mani at just the 2 coats underneath my artificial lighting. So next up, we're going to switch it up a bit with a bright and bold green. So this is the Sally Hansen Insta-Dri number 607 Sheen Green. So I am really vibing on this polish, especially as we get into the holiday season. I think these are going to be perfect shades for your Christmas tree manis or anything of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this applied today on my natural nail. So here's a look at that first easy coat. This one does go on smooth and easy. It's just a little bit shy of being completely opaque for me. So I am going to go ahead, let that dry down, and then show you how it built up for me with that second coat. Again, here is a look at that second coat. No surprise here, 2 coats does bring this polish completely opaque. Again, no issues, just complete gorgeous opacity. So here's a look at that completed mani at just 2 coats underneath my artificial lighting. This one seems to almost glow from within on the nail. I'm in love with it as well. So this is my final swatch photo at an angle underneath that artificial lighting. Bringing it in a little bit deeper here and a little bit more teal toned. I think I'm going to wear this one all year round, and I think I even want to put this one on my toes. So this is number 608 in the Sally Hansen Insta-Dri line. This is a metallic seaweed. So I'm going to be completely honest here today. I was swatching without a base coat, which is generally a no-no for me, and I was worried about this one staining because it is such a deeper pigmented color, but I did not have any issues with that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how it swatched today for me on my natural nail. Here's a look at that first easy coat. It goes on nice and smooth, no issues, good drying time, a nice amount of that metallic pigment here, even on that first swipe. I think that I should go ahead and mention, because I know this is really reflective on the nail, it doesn't have any texture at all, and it's not gritty in application. It's a really, really fine. So here's a look at that second and a final coat for today, and it does bring this polish to complete opacity. So there's a look at that completed mani underneath of my artificial lighting, and then really quickly from a different angle, my final swatch photo under that same artificial lighting. So next up is another polish that I was kind of worried about staining issues with, but I shouldn't have been. This is the Sally Hansen Insta-Dri number 609 Bedazzled of Blue, and this is definitely going to be another top pick for me. It is such a deep and rich shade. So this is a super, super sapphire with a really strong metallic shimmer. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's swatched on my natural nail. So here's a look at that first easy coat. You can see already from this first coat how deep and pigmented it is. Honestly, with a thicker first coat, I think I could have gotten away with just a 1 in this shade. I am going to go ahead and do a quick second coat just to make sure I got any edges and I have complete opacity. It does seem to deepen up the finish a little bit as well, which I'm definitely in love with. If you've been wondering what I've been wearing during the bottle shots in the video, it does include nail art that features this polish. So here's a look at that completed mani at just 2 coats underneath my artificial lighting, and then a quick swatch photo at an angle under that same artificial lighting. So next up is another really fun shade, and I think edging towards my top picks. This is the Sally Hansen Insta-Dri number 610 Sonic Silver. I'm going to feature this polish in my nail art as well, but this is just a true, almost pewter silver. This is super, super mirror-like and reflective on the nail, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like. So here's a look at that first easy coat. I did go a little bit thinner here with this first coat. If you wanted to go thicker, I think that will definitely amp up the coverage, and you may be able to get away with just 1 coat. Honestly, that goes for any of the polishes in this collection. I am going to go ahead and show you what a second coat looks like. 2 coats, it does for sure bring this polish completely opaque, and this is such a fun and unique finish within my collection that I'm really excited to share it with you guys today. So here's a look at that completed mani at 2 coats underneath my artificial lighting, and then my final swatch photo from an angle under that same artificial lighting. So I know swatching these two, they do look a little bit similar, but this is definitely a deeper silver. So this is Sally Hansen Instant-Dri number 611 Deep Space Sparkle. When you see them side by side, you can definitely tell the difference. In my beginning shot, that's why I kind of laid them out like that so you can see them right next to each other. This one is a little bit more definitely pewter. This is edging towards a deep graphite silver. Again, same really awesome coverage. It's just going to be your personal preference, which shade you need to pick up to fill any voids in your collection. 2 coats is going to make complete coverage with this one. I'm really interested to see how this one would perform as a stamping polish as well. I think it would do an awesome job. So here's a look at that completed mani at 2 coats underneath of my artificial lighting. Super, super reflective. This is a very strong metallic polish. And then this is my final swatch photo at an angle under that same artificial lighting. Rounding out the collection today, I have Sally Hansen Instant-Dri number 612, and this is called a Blast Off Bronze. This one has some warm chocolatey tones and a really strong metallic finish. It's definitely going to fill a void within this collection. It's really fun to have a brown here for all of my brown lovers. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how that swatched today on my natural nail. 1 coat was super, super close to being complete coverage. If you wanted to go in a little bit thicker with this one, again, I think you could get there totally with just 1 coat. I am going to go ahead and show you how it built up today for me in 2 coats. I think 2 coats is really going to deepen that finish, just make it a little bit richer, and it's definitely worth the time. These do dry down quickly with no issues. So here's a look at that completed mani at 2 coats underneath my artificial lighting, and then this is my final swatch photo at an angle under that same artificial lighting. So that does wrap up my swatch and review of the new Glam Rock collection. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do a really fun and easy Ruffian look. This is going to be perfect for any holiday parties or even edging on into the new year. So really simple to do. You don't need any extra tools, and the rhinestones are definitely optional. So I'm going to go in with just 1 coat of a Sonic Silver. On top of that, I'm going to use a little bit of that Bedazzled Blue, and the shape of this brush is really going to lend to how easy this look is. So leaving just a little bit of space of the Sonic Silver towards the cuticle is going to make a really fun and elegant type look. I would like to go in and fill in that silver just on the ring nail with a little bit of rhinestone to add a little more oomph, a little bit more glam to it. But there's a look at that completed base. You could totally stop there if you wanted to. I am just going to go in with a little bit of top coat to anchor down these rhinestones and add 3 larger ones and then 2 smaller ones to the side. You could just definitely go all out depending on your personal preference and what you enjoy. This is really what makes nail art so fun. It is going to be up to each user to express themselves how they want to. I was really happy with this look, and I got a ton of compliments. So I'm going to go ahead and anchor down those. I did go in with a little bit of top coat just to make sure they stick around for a while, but here's a look at that completed mani. Really, really fun and super enjoyable. I think that I'm going to kind of do a little bit more like this as we get closer to the new year. So this is my final swatch photo before the rhinestones and then once more after. So if you'd like to see more, I do have also more swatches available on my Instagram at Sloppy Swatches. A big, huge thank you to Sally Hansen for sending these polishes my way, and I will link everything linked down below to shop. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.